All these four things pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that?
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Kansas City Chiefs. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury.
Yeah, baby!
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Watch 38. Watch 38. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Listen. Rocky. Check your hot read. Watch the safety creep. Check. Watch out.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got the hook up here on the comebacker. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Ready? The money base. 50's the money. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
And an alley to run. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be an Arizona first down on a gain of 17. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all this stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
Second and 4 at the Chiefs' 14-yard line.
Ready. Watch the slip. Shoot. Set. What? 13. Go. Motion.
And he gives this time to the tailback. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. They've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flip it over and watch and say, okay, what are you going to do to change things up? Because if you don't, they're going to put that ball in the end zone real soon.
Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Watch twist. Watch anyway. Watch the eye. Rush in. Kill. Watch.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback, because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Switch.
They'll begin the drive with Jackson on the ground. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Yellow, on the line.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. That's Hardman.
Here we go.
The pick up there, 5 yards.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big.
Come off the ball.
Mahomes now on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
I'm ready, 57 colors.
Now Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
I'm going back to you.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Now here's Mahomes. Dancing to his left. And it's a fumble. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And some room to work. And they bring this one back. A scoop and score, a fumble recovery touchdown for Arizona. And maybe that's the perils of being a rookie running back in the NFL. I mean, look, it's not easy to hold on to the ball at any level with these talented guys. But in this league, you can learn a lesson early.
Without a doubt, and what a tough reminder for any running back, especially a rookie. The things you got away with in college probably won't work so well in the NFL.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Watch the run, watch the run, watch the run. Shift, watch the shift. Kill. Showing it. Switch.
They'll start here with Jackson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. They've got his man. Complete. 20. 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 6. Second and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 22-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50. Stop your whining. Hey, Mike's 50. Mike's 50. Sponge. No. Back.
Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
To number 80. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's going to float this one deep right side. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Check the out. 44 is the mic. All day, just like that.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now Sanders. A nice job on the return there. 16 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
I got you, son.
Let's go, baby.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Definitely worth taking another deep shot here. He's already found the end zone twice here in the first half.
Yeah, go back to that same well. They've had trouble containing him, but able to contain him on that play. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Let's get it. Let's go.
Mahomes going to pull it out and keep it himself. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
Stay on the slot. Protein spill. Mike 5'9",
Yellow.
You better bring it. Mike's 59. I'm here all day.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
Switch up.
Share.
Hey, 57.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important fourth down.
Yellow,
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. They go play fake. Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. They run on 1st down with Jackson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He'll hit Jackson, complete. Powerful running. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 46. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment. This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A great effort there. 71 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
MOGIs.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
That's a good chunk of yardage that's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. that's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Tight right, tight right. 3 down, 3 down. Under 10, under 10, 10.
Murray now to throw. Got this complete to the rookie out of UMass, Andy Isabella. And oh, at the end of it, he's stripped. Ball comes loose, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
So, partner, that play broke huge. And when you can get a guy into the open field after the catch, he does actually turn into a running back. But in this case,
that's not his role.
No, not ultimately, because he didn't do what? He didn't secure the football. And if he had done that, that play would have been spectacular. Instead, he turns it over.
Yeah, a big play, all for naught. On first down. Dobbins, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Second down, Murray sets to throw. This will be caught inside the 10, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. First target, first catch at a first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Rip right, rip right. Whip. Switch. Alert flare. Go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray's going to keep this himself on the RPO. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that cuts the lead to 24-17. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 40, the 20, 10. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead.
Well, that is certainly a deflator right there defensively. Their guys just came off of a touchdown drive. They're back in the game, and then bam, They give up a touchdown one play
He's going
later.
to watch that.
How about that?
And the momentum, which seemingly had shifted the other direction, thought we might be seeing a comeback. That momentum right back the other way.
Well, that is certainly not complimentary football that we saw right there. The defense is supposed to help their offense, not give up another touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Murray going to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Murray now able to find Isabella. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ballgame now, and he's got a first down. Murray now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Mike spoke both.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Check 20.
From just shy of midfield, Murray. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Chris Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long.
Alert 3. Check safety, check safety. Bang, 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 bang.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. And he's going to go down again. Frank Clark in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 now on the season. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Mahomes now 12 of 15 throwing the ball, 80% so far, and it's 1st and 10.
Slam, slam, slam. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 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 twist. Back to mine, back to mine.
They run with Jackson out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Check 59.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
17.
Fire down these two. Fire down these two. That's a line.
Go, baby. Come on, let's go.
Inside.
They run again with Jackson. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big number. But 20 was the threshold because...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Switch gears.
After the turnover, here's Murray. This one caught by Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, Mike 50, Mike 50, Mike 50. It's a party now.
To throw, it's Murray. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Isabella. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Murray now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Yeah, let's get sack lunch.
Squeeze. Watch the twist. You go tight. You got tight.
Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll go with Foreman, and this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
And that loss of yards there is not just on him. It's on the guys blocking for him. I mean, they're supposed to create some type of space or at least get a stalemate. They end up letting them through, and they ended up tackling him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check. Watch out.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Check 31. Shit.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dobbins, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
At the 1-yard line.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Let's go. Check 99. Check 99.
Check 50. Check 50.
Check 43. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
They'll try and run for it. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
What? 43! 43!
Mike 5'9".
My son!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. Murray now on 1st down. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 53 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To throw is Murray. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Throwing again, Murray. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
Hey, 57 colors, 57 colors.
Jack!
My son!
On 2nd down, this is Jackson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. Another good run there. He's been good all season long. I don't know if he's going to win that MVP award, but just to be in the discussion, obviously that means he's had a great run.
The raw numbers put him in the discussion. Can he carry his team to enough victories? Can he put them in a spot where we say to ourselves, well, an MVP carries his team to the playoffs. That's what he's going to need in order to get that award.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's got his man. That's Hardman. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
You got to go right here. You got to play big.
Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
In your face.
Throwing quickly, Mahomes gets this out to Watkins. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down.
You're not ready. You're not ready. Smoke.
Mahomes to throw once more. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the 2nd half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now here's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate, and of course they'd like to forget the ending, the interception, but they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Slam. No. Kill. Check.
Now a give, right side. Downings. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work. He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Let's go now. To the ending. It's just me and you. Hustle. Will. Zip it. Motion. Reset. Mike.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
All day, every day, any day. Hey, alert 3. Shoot. Kill.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Eluding the pressure right. And able to find Kirk complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Switch. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Go. Creeping. Tighten up.
1st down, Murray. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Mike's 50. Here we go.
Now Murray. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now. Andy Isabella was the intended target. And that'll make it 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Murray with a 3rd and long. And a big loss here as he's taken down. From the corner, it was Kendall Fuller with a sack. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, watch that. Check.
Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So this one in the win column for Kansas City, and it was Patrick Mahomes leading the way.
He doesn't seem to get ruffled no matter where he plays, does he? Home, on the road. If you put him in a neutral site, which he hopes one day would be the Super Bowl, he plays at a high level. We know about the big right arm, but I think it's the poise that I'm really, really admiring out of this youngster and watching him play. How about the first 3 games of his career in the NFL as a starter in 2018? He set a record for touchdown passes with 13.
Yeah, you think back to that entrance, and he has just kept it up. Amazing what he's been able to do. So for Kansas City, they're now a win away from a perfect regular season as they move to 15-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.